5 minutes late, and hello everyone. Yeah, we're late. It's my fault. Well, I know it's actually we were just talking. So good to see everyone, favored to everyone. So Bosto, and so good to see everybody. So glad you're tuning in. I'm hearing myself. So hello panel, how are you?
Excellent.
Very
Doing
well.
good.
Excellent, excellent. And Steve, how is Locke?
Locke, he's on lookout.
He is really intently focusing in on something. I mean, that dude has got
Yeah.
a look about him. I mean, what is he looking at? Look at that look.
Escape plan soon.
Man, I mean, if
Now
you
he's looking
were,
at us.
yeah, uh-huh. I mean, he's looking for his next meal. That's the vibe I got, it's like so everybody, I'm so glad you tuned in. We got a full list here, and Amber, I guess we can tell everyone you're going to be heading in a new direction and on Fridays because of employment, and this will be your last visit for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta go and make some money and be, service to the community.
Okay. Well,
I'm sad about it. I'm gonna miss doing these shows, but if I ever get Fridays off, I'll pop in.
Excellent, excellent. You always have a open seat. No one else can feel that one. So that's how I look at it. And we just speak favor over you. As I told you, I believe you're just going to prosper, and it's part of the journey.
Yeah, whoever, like, I know all of us believe in manifestation and everything, and it can be tricky. You got to be careful what you focus on, but it was perfect because I've been with everything that's going on. I don't want to have to be constricted over my mouth, if you know what I'm saying, for 8 hours a day. So I was like putting it out there, like, I want a home job, and I got one. So yeah, and I'm still taking, thank you. I can still take readings. It's totally fine. I'll be working during this time. So that's the only reason why I can't make it in.
It's manifestation. Hey, Jenny, how you doing,
Thank
dear?
you, Jenny.
Hey, oh, you're welcome. It came in late. Sorry, but that's great news from what I can gather. That's great news that you've got that Amber. I'm over the moon for you. Congratulations. Anybody finding abundance right now is good. It's real good.
Yes.
It is good. Yes, and it shows what you can manifest. Yeah, it really is.
She's a powerful lady.
There, yes. Well, Amber, I sent you an email and I told you, your energy is contagious. So panel, anything else going on before we get started? I mean, Nina, you have the 1, 2, 3 that opens this up, and then Steve, you're gonna kind of do an animal reading for the whole group today, and then we'll kind of start with the list, and we do have a long list, so we'll rock and roll on it.
All right.
So, Nina, you have the show.
All right. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Friday show again. I'm really excited actually to announce that I got some Teespring merch for sale. If anyone is interested in that, it's got the Anakarana symbol on there, and just by looking at it, actually, now you guys can kind of feel the energy pulsing from that thing. So yeah, really excited about that. If you guys are interested in private readings, our links should be down in the description there. So just go and check that out. Hopefully you guys have already had a chance to sit back and meditate on those numbers, 1, 2, or 3, while you have a question in mind. And I have already picked out the cards and everything, so I am ready to go. So once you have that number, if you don't mind just commenting that number there, so we can kind of see who's picking what. And also, if you don't mind, to just like this video and share it out, please. All right. So for number 1, if you pick number 1 this week and you had a question, they're saying within the next few weeks. So whatever it is that you got going on here, you might be seeing some results in the next few weeks. This has been coming up a lot lately, and also with this full moon coming up on tomorrow, actually. So we're right sort of in that full moon period right now, and the energy can be a little intense. It can be quite emotional. Okay, so these things I'm talking about here might be coming up for you. So the guys are reminding you to release toxic relationships. Okay, this full moon is all about releasing. Any full moon is about releasing. So this is a good time for releasing toxic relationships and situations maybe that might be coming up for you. The crystal angel is a Sharite, spiritual protection. You are being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. This was another thing that came up in another reading as well. Some people are feeling that they need a little extra protection and whatever. This is just a reminder that you are protected. Okay, so not to worry about that. I also have an additional card here today. Number 1, so inspire passion. Life devoid of passion can be boring, uninspired, blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. Now is the time to reignite your passion and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will reconnect you with all that is sacred. So that is a good little message there for number 1s, to reconnect, do your passion, whatever that is. Okay, know that you are protected. This is a good time for some releasing and whatever your question was within the next few weeks. Okay, number 1s, I hope that resonates for you. If it does, leave us some feedback here. Now move on over to number 2. And actually with number 2, I had 2 answer cards pop out. So if you had a question, they're saying to communicate clearly. It's all in the communication here. And don't stop, whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, so that was quite important there. 2 of them fell out. So then the guide has a reminder to know your truth.
There you go.
Okay. Then the crystal angel is Ashurite, deep emotional healing. Show you the card here. It also is blue, which coincides with the throat chakra, which goes with the communication here. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy toward therapeutic care. So with this full moon and everything that's coming up, you know, this might be a good time to sit back and see, you know, where maybe you can get some help. It is a deep emotional healing. It is very emotional, this full moon, okay? So they're reminding you of this, and don't be afraid to ask for help if that's what you need at this time, okay? The additional card is give back. Today's the day to cast aside normal routines and make your main purpose to serve. It is about giving back without any thoughts or expectations of getting anything in return. Reach out and touch other people's spirits. It's highly likely that someone really needs it today. And with that full moon, as I was talking about, yes. So, you know, don't be afraid for you to reach out if that's what you need. If that's not your thing, there might be other people around you that could use a little reach out, okay? So be mindful of that. That's kind of like a BOSTO card here, pretty much, for number 2s, okay? And yes, again, deep emotional healing, this might be a good time to look into that. But whatever it is your question was, communicate and don't stop, okay, for number 2s. If that resonates for you, leave us some feedback here. Now, let's move on over to number 3 here. We also got 2 cards, but not from the answer. So the answer for number 3 this week, saying it's up to you. Whatever it is that you're doing. So you might be in more control than you're aware of there in that situation. You got 2 reminders from the guides. Know your truth and accept struggles as a lesson. Okay. The crystal angel is Sugarlight. Own your divine power. Replace codependent people pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. Okay. You also got Sapphire. Easy does it. Your health, happiness, and abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. So the easy does it goes a lot with this full moon coming up. Don't try to do too much, okay? And be easy on yourself. Take it easy. This is a good time for self-care, okay? And be mindful of the emotions that might be coming up. Then you got Just Ask. There are many here in the spirit world that can assist you at this time. We are made up of divine source, your loved ones, friends, guides, angels, and spirit helpers who are wanting to assist you. We are your spiritual team, and all you have to do is to ask for help and guidance. So if you're feeling it's a bit overwhelming, a lot of things are coming up, don't be afraid to ask for help, okay? They can't help you unless you ask. Now, this also goes for, extending help as well. Look around and see who might need your help as well. So I hope that resonates for you, number threes. If it does, leave us some feedback. And thanks for watching.
Thanks, Nina.
You're welcome.
The full moon is full. I was taking some pictures of it this morning.
Right.
It was quite large, as they would say. And let's see, it is Isby's birthday today. So happy birthday, Mr. Isby. Got you on the
Happy
list.
birthday. Happy birthday.
birthday.
Exactly. It's a good day. And thanks for everyone who watched the Steiger Perspective last night. Appreciate that. All right. And if you haven't, go check it out. If you're an American, check it out. You need to hear it. All right. So, and if you're not, you still need to hear it. So, Steve, you got the floor, sir.
All right. So for our group, today we've got the dragonfly spirit. It's an insect, and fire elemental spirit. So this guy, his qualities are magic, spontaneity, immediacy, and change. So it's a lot of very wand type of energy, I mean, like, as all the fires are gonna be. And let's see, for our dice. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, we have, this is Uranus, and we happen to be in this aspect right now, Uranus and Taurus. Uranus is in Taurus right now. So there's that. And it's also the second house. So this is like very hard fixed, like a bit, like primary kind of like earth energies, and the kind of little revolution in that kind of like that home, that sanctuary is kind of going on. So our little dragonfly here, magic, spontaneity, immediacy, and change. So basically think of the dragonfly as a little helper. If something goes upside down in the house, that dragonfly energy is going to kick in and give you the most appropriate ability to respond to it.
Far out. And that other thing is that when Uranus moves into Taurus, always signals cataclysm for Earth. Apparently, it's a rough time. I'm not an astrologer, I love Locke, though. Whatever he's looking at, he is holding freaking intent on it. I mean, it's a far out spirit there you got. Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.
All right, so we got a list here, and so how we'll go in rotation will be Amber, Steve, Jenny, and Nina. All right. So Amber, you will have Trisha. Steve, you will have Nikki. Jenny, you will have Michelle, and Nina, you will have Raven Keeper.
Okay, Trisha, I hope you're doing well today. So I pre-pulled for you here. So we have the Hermit, 3 of Wands reversed, and the Hangman. Okay. So, and then we have more cards as well. So what I'm feeling from this is that you are being kind of forced to sit within yourself right now and to learn about and learn and observe what's going on within yourself. It's not because necessarily you want to, it's because life threw you a curveball. And so now you're having to sit within yourself, maybe being tired. You have some unexpected delays. So it might have been something that you have just found out that is making it to where you are kind of confused, because the Hangman, it's like, you're like, which way do I go? And so being the Hermit is about doing research, going within yourself, being the wise soul, and not allowing for outer circumstances to control you. And so it's a force of the divine. You're being kind of forced to sit within yourself and figure things out. Okay. You have a couple oracle cards here. So peaceful among thorns. So it's very important at this time that whatever information that you're being told right now, that you don't let your emotions and your fear and anxiety get the best of you. It's very important to just be the Hermit right now. And eventually that Hangman, you'll have an idea of which way you need to go. Okay. And then you have, I am on the right path and divinely guided. So you are being looked after, and you will, with all these cards, there is going to be some turbulence, but just know that you are a very strong woman. And I keep hearing, work on your heart chakra, try to open up your heart channels, because it's up here, if you understand what I'm saying. Okay. Mother Earth. Now, Mother Earth she's always here and plentiful for us, right? But she goes through so much hurt and pain at the same time because of exterior things, like, all the stuff that we do to the planet, sometimes, volcanoes. It's all about a process, but it reinvents Mother Earth. She acclimates to things, right? Whether it be global warming or, just weird weather patterns, she acclimates. Okay. So you acclimate to your circumstances too, because she goes through a lot of pain. And I feel that's what's happening with you right now. So stay strong and understand that, we all can acclimate to different situations. The star ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. So whatever it is that you feel, go in that direction. If you need to get, some advice from certain people, then do that before you make rash decisions. Also, ask your ancestors for guidance as well when you sit and you're the Hermit, and when you're sitting within yourself. Ask for some guidance, because the guidance will come. Sit outside, get some sun. Don't allow you can be a hermit, but you can go to the park. It might be cold where you live, I don't know. But make sure to enjoy some sunlight and get some of that solar energy and that healing energy from the sun, and get some fresh air.
Great.
Again, mirror guardian, take time to reflect, get right with who you are, accept the journey, and forgive yourself for the past. And then the Knight, be brave and honest. So whatever it is you're going through, just take control of your emotions, be honest with yourself. And, you know, if there's certain things that you're not really wanting to do, but if it's going to help you in the long run, be brave and do that. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Amber.
You're welcome.
All right. So we have, we've got 7 groups of 4. So if we keep each of the 4 groups at 5 minutes each, I think we can get everyone in today. And I'm sorry I didn't get the ones from last week to the front of it. I lost that sheet of paper. So a little bit my bad, but I'm prone to that. So, I mean, I'm not always organized. Thank you, Amber. Let's see. Steve, you are up. Nikki, and then Jenny, you have Michelle. Raven Keeper for Nina, and then John Price for you, Amber.
Okay. So, Nikki, you've got the Lady of Earth, the Queen of Pentacles, effectively. So, Lady of Earth. So, you know, with the Taurus theme going on, I mean, like this is, you know, this is a very Taurus kind of energy with it, with the Queen of Pentacles. So so yeah, so I would take a look at how you are grounded, how your places of security are you know, organized and arranged about you. And keeping up with this theme, because this works pretty well for you know, for Uranus energy, in a sense, is Uwaj. Uwaj is the death and rebirth energy, the resurrection energy, the fire wheel here. Yeah, this kind of toss up in the home place, very thematic. Although the Queen of Pentacles isn't you know, necessarily the home, but it most often is in those particular respects, the way a home is arranged.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Locke. Jenny, you're up with Michelle.
Loving luck. Happy birthday, Isby. Hey, Michelle. So you've got the 2 of Cups, and the Temperance card came out with it. So the 2 of Cups here, you can see these 2 cups in abundance. They're in a lot of foliage. They're in with the butterfly. There's renewal here. And so this, I really feel, does reflect your divine feminine and your divine masculine within. Yes, it's a soulmate card or other things along that way in many cases, but in your case, it really is this hard work that you've done to create this sense of divinity within both of those aspects of self. And that's serving you so well as, again, at home. I really felt you're managing to maintain a balance far better than you even give yourself credit for, and far better than many others are able to do right now. And so this is a real plus point for you. What I do feel you're suffering from, or not suffering from, but in dismay about, is that you've got this real insight and this real eye to the games that are being played on humanity, and you can see it so much, you can feel it so much, that it challenges this divine aspect of self to maintain this balance in your divinity. When you can see through the game, I don't know if you're involved in some kind of protection or some kind of charity that protects, but that's coming in for me real strong, that is what you are interested in, or what you do, or what you would be fabulous at doing. But of course, this does take somebody who's strong in their divine feminine and divine masculine aspect. So as much to say as maintain that balance, continue that work, continue balancing that out, and yes, be observant of the game, knowing of the game, but don't let the game grind you down. You know, you're doing more for this world than most could and would in the greater aspects of this kind of protective divine nature. So good for you.
All right.
Good for you.
Amber, seems like a lot of people resonated, not only for the reading you gave Trisha, but people are going out. All right. Thank you, Jenny.
welcome.
Nina, Raven Keeper. And then Jeannie, you'll have Perry will be your next one. Perry.
All right, so Raven. So we got study. Said Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it is important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. So if you've been, you got some questions, you got some things that you want to get going, this might be the answer. You might need to take up maybe a little course or a study or something in those lines, okay? Yeah, so hopefully that resonates for you, Raven.
Write us and let us know.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Nina. Amber, you have John Price. Steve, you have Big Al. Jenny, you have Perry. And Nina, you will have K-Hip. And we're right on schedule.
Awesome. Hi, John. All right. So we have Knight of Wands reversed, Ace of Wands, and the Tower. So you may be experiencing some delays. You may be not able to focus very well right now. You might be in your head a lot right now. And it's just something may have happened that has, that is like possibly preventing you from moving forward right now. And all of that, it might have been a loss of something. Something might have just recently fallen. Or it's going too soon. So it could be that you need this tower to happen because, so what else I pulled was revenge. So it's like, you need to let go of whatever has happened to you that's keeping your mindset in the negative. And it's keeping you from moving forward. So forgiveness and knowing everything's part of the process. And if something had ended, it's okay. Everything happens for a reason. Sometimes really bad things happen and then you just get this glorious outcome. So it's really important to just forgive it, let it go and move forward and get out of your own way. Okay.
Forgive and forget.
Yeah.
Thanks, Amber. Steve, Big Al.
All right, Big Al. We have for you, Big Al, we have the 8 of Fire. 8 of Fire. Trajectory. Sorry, I know this isn't the sharpest camera, but 8 of Fire. Trajectory. So yeah, you are you're kind of you're kind of hitting your pursuits at the right angle. Okay, so you're kind of tracking on target so far. You've got Ansuj with it. So if you're having a little bit of uncertainty about kind of like your judgment, your approach on the matter, you're actually doing all right. You have some pretty reliable information.
Cool deal. All right. Thanks, Steve. Jenny, Mr. Perry.
Hey, Mr. Perry. So
we miss you guys, by the way. We know
Yeah,
Big Brother is watching, but we want to let you know we're missing you. All right. Thanks, Jenny.
Yeah, they're being observed, aren't they? So this is where, Perry, you got the Emperor card. And so this is a huge major arcana. And I don't know if you can see with this light properly, but it's a dragon on the throne. He has the symbol on his throne of Fehu, which is wealth, possessions. It's a Viking symbol. And so then we have the circular symbol with the dot in the middle, which is another Viking symbol, stroke most other symbols for God, for strength, for 0 point. And so we've got these both on the thrones. And so it's talking about this authority figure that looms over you right now, that is really having an impact on your feeling of authority over what you get done in a day, and it actually being counterproductive. And this is what companies like yours don't understand, that they put Big Brother in there, and it undermines the authority that many of the workers already were using and doing for the company's gain. And I feel this is a frustration of yours right now, not just for the amount you can get done in a day, but how you can get it done, how you can be productive the way that you maybe used to be. And so there's this need to reclaim this authority. And I feel that part of this physical impact of somebody taking over your authority in a way that's ridiculous is to, with the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck, just real quick, I've never noticed this about this card before, but you've got your 4 swords depicted here. You've got the dragon, he's holding 3 swords, and then he's balancing the 4th sword on his nose. And so this is where you want to go into meditation when you can. This is where I really feel where your physical is forcing you to be confined and suppressed. This is where you go within and use this opportunity for your gain to really use time to go into deep meditation, come into deep inner knowings about self, because there's something about this that is going to release your physical. I don't know what, I don't know whether it'll be a promotion, but with the Emperor card, you don't rule that out at all. But this cosmos within, you're really being focused on putting these 3 swords, which usually would be a wound, and balancing that 4th in meditation.
Thank you, Jenny.
You're
It sounds, I know they're going to let us know.
welcome.
What was that symbol after Fehu that you said was on there?
I don't know if you can get it. It's just a simple circle with a dot in the middle.
A circle with a dot in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And
Normally that's like, that's like the sun in astrology.
Yeah, sun god. It comes up in some ancient Nordic Viking. I'm part of a Viking tribe over here, so it comes up in some ancient Nordic Viking things too. But it is sun god, strength, authority. All of those things.
Okay. Just double checking on that. Cool.
Yeah.
Far out. Nina, K-hip.
All right, K-hip. So what do we have here? Just ask. And I know this came up earlier too, so that seems to be a strong message in here. There are many here in the spirit world that can assist you at this time. We are made up of divine source, your loved ones, friends, guides, angels, and spirit helpers who are wanting to assist you. We are your spiritual team, and all you have to do is ask for help and guidance. So if you're finding, it's a bit overwhelming, don't be afraid to ask for help, okay? They can't help you unless you ask. So I hope that resonates for you, K-hip.
All right. Thank you, Nina. All right, so we have Isby. Again, happy birthday, Amber. And then David Castle, you have Steve. Bernadette, you, Jenny, you have Bernadette. And then Nina, you will have Wendy.
All right, Isby. Let's see what we have here. So we have Queen of Pentacles reversed and King of Wands reversed. So there may be like it could be like a relationship, like maybe you're going to bats with each other a little bit and not allowing each other to like be in each other's power, possibly. It could also be just you and just feeling a little just not very like you're not relaxing right now. You might be working really hard right now. You might just be feeling a little powerless because you're not very focused at the moment. It could also be people in your life too, spending too much time with them and not really having the space to breathe. But once you turn this around, then you'll be relaxing, you'll feel happy. Look, they're both just chilling, And so, yeah, it's just a little hurdle, just like breathe a little bit and yeah, just breathe a little bit. It's cool.
I love it. Thanks, Amber. Hope that helped, Isby. Steve David Castle.
All right, David. We have here for you the Ace of Fire reversed. The Ace of Fire reversed. So, right now, things are not quite sparking up for you. Now, what's interesting about that is that Tiwaj, we have Tiwaj popped up for you, and it's direct, right? So like you're on mark. That's the thing, right? It's just like like you've got the truth. But there's some sort of disconnect between this truth and this spark of what you're doing with it, right? So have a reevaluation of how you're trying to spark this thing that this truth is inspiring you to do.
Cool. Thank you, Steve. Jenny Bernadette.
Hey Bernadette, you've got the Magician, so another major arcana, number 1. So this means you have, and the stars on the bottom of the deck, so it's another major arcana for you, which is, it's speaking of, I feel you've done some real healing over the last 6 weeks in particular. I don't know where 6 weeks is coming from, but some real inner healing that has created these tools on the table, so to speak, for your magician, for your magician's table. And your magician's table being that you have all of these different aspects of experience, knowledge, healing within self now that you can use to your advantage, learning even more about how you can manifest that with your energies, with your intent. And it's come directly from this very deep inner healing. I feel from having a point of where you felt left out in the cold at some point, whether that was from people, things, just life itself. There was this feeling of being left out in the cold, and this was devastating to you, I feel. So let me know if that's right, if you want to, because it feels real deep, real personal. But this star energy, you've done such a good job of healing and creating even more tools to go forward with. So good for you.
Fantastic. Thanks, Jenny.
Welcome.
Nina, Wendy.
All right, Wendy. So we have Be Proud. It says it's time to celebrate all that you have achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it is important to stop and acknowledge what you have achieved and to be proud. So don't hold back, Wendy. Be proud of all the stuff that you've already accomplished, okay? And yeah, don't hold back. Be proud of yourself.
Love it.
That resonates.
It does. All right. We have Amber, Tina, Bop. Steve, you'll have Belanca. Jenny, you will have Rance. And then Nina, you will have KB.
Hi, Tina. Just give me a few seconds till one of these babies fall out. Okay. All right, so we have Page of Swords reversed and 9 of Pentacles. So it feels like to me that it's like you're having a hard time starting something that is going to get you plentiful with materialistic type things. It's like you want to have these creative ideas and start something, but it's almost like writer's block. So allow yourself to have that type of block. It's okay. We're not always meant to create in the moment. It's just, it's in your mind because the Page of Swords. So eventually, you'll start to have ideas and things will come to you. It's just not the right time yet, but eventually it will be the right time. So just give yourself breathe, just let yourself breathe and don't put too much pressure on yourself, and let go of the mind, and try not to be too much in the mind, and just let things flow and come to you as they will.
Your day will come, as they have told me.
Yep.
Thank you, Amber. Steve, Belanca.
Right. Let's see here. We have 3 of air. 3 of air, which is trials. So yeah, you are you're being tested. You're being tested right now. That's what that's ultimately what that's telling me. We've got Tiwaj has popped up again. So yeah, the truth that is being tested, and you are correct about it. That's it's part of the reason why there is the challenge. Somebody in disbelief is kind of in your path, and this is causing a certain kind of resistance, as your solid understanding of the situation is coming up against effectively their cognitive dissonance.
Wow. Far out. Thanks, Steve. That's deep. Seriously. All right. I love this group. Jenny, Rance, and then Nina, KB, and then Amber, you'll have Deborah Sloan, and then your next one, Steve, will be Sherry.
Sherry.
Hey, Rance. So you've got the 9 of Swords, and this is a brutal card. There's a lady bending over there with a sword in her hand, and she's cutting off the guy's head, to put it lightly. And so this is the Emperor shows up again, the Page of Wands and the Ace of Swords, and they're just, I'm not going to mention them all, but they're just to say that I feel this involves somebody that's connected to you that's younger, where authorities have stepped in. There's either this self-imprisonment feeling where this person has gone into their own little prison where they're real stuck and meeting all sorts of challenges and, punishing themselves. Or there's this outside authority that has stepped in and created some kind of punishment that is, worrying, but there's been real clarity on it, that things that were a bit blurry in the past as to how this person got there or got here in this position have been clarified in your mind. The Ace of Swords on the bottom of this deck is brutal too. It's cutting off the head of the snake, and it's the cat doing so. And so there's lots of authority stepping in. It's not a pleasant place. If this person is facing this kind of thing, whether it's self-imprisonment or authorities from the outside causing this kind of threat of imprisonment or imprisonment itself, basically they can only get themselves through it. Even a child, which I don't feel this is, but a child like as an age has to just be guided. You can't actually pull that child's yanking and screaming out of its, upset. So this is for you to just know, to have clarity about the situation, know that it's going to be okay. But for now, it is to ride out.
Okay. He ain't heavy. He's my brother. Thank you, Jenny. Nina, KB.
All right, KB. So we got a child's love. The love between a parent and child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the bigger part of our hearts. So this could be a message either from your inner child, or it could have something to do with your own children. I'll leave that up to you. But if you want a bigger picture, more in-depth reading, check out the links below there.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Some of these need follow up on, I have no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Deborah Sloan, Amber, and then Steve, you'll have Sherry, Jenny, you'll have Pamela, and then Nina, Emperor Rex.
Hi, Deborah. All right, we've got the Chariot reversed, 3 of Swords reversed, Page of Wands reversed, and 8 of Cups. So what this tells me is that there's been something that you may have lost someone, you may have lost employment, you may have lost money somehow. Something's telling me you might have lost a person. I hope not, but it's been really hard for you to move forward, and you're feeling kind of just like kind of lost. You know, when you lose something, it really it disconnects you, and it makes you just feel disconnected and lost, and it's really hard to move forward. And you know, there's processes to healing and grieving, so it just allow yourself to go through the processes. Try not to swim against the current. Try to allow yourself to feel the way you're feeling, possibly look up processes of grieving, and then kind of follow where you are in right now, you know, and then see where you are every day with the process, so that you understand that it is a process and it's okay to go through that process. It's necessary. If we don't allow ourselves to go through it, then we're just going to stay stuck and ungrounded and confused and not focused. So that's my advice.
Thank you. Steve,
Kind
share.
of heavy readings today.
Yes, it is. It's like got this funk, but hey, it is what it is. All right, Steve, Sherry, and then Jenny, Pamela, Emperor Rex, and then Brandy will be your next one, Amber.
All right. Sherry, right?
That is correct.
All right. Sherry, you have pain and pleasure reversed. Pain and pleasure reversed, which is the devil card in this deck. So yeah, pain and pleasure reversed. So you know, like what you've been putting yourself through, which normally has been gratifying, is now not so much. Probably from the outside looking in, people are probably looking at whatever you've been at, perhaps a particular habit, and now everybody's kind of looking at it problematically. And so that is causing a series of issues on a social level, for sure. The rune that popped up for you is Laguj. You're working on something from a really deep emotional place that is kind of hard to fathom, literally, right? You know, because it's about the depths of a greater lake, if you will. And so in short, just you know, be warned that it's kind of time to kind of like process yourself out of these older modalities. And that's because you're doing really, you know, you've done really well in kind of finding what you're looking for. So this is a warning, because you know the devil leads to the tower, and you know, you want to be upright when the tower phase comes.
Okay, I need a drink after this show. Jenny, you have Pamela. Could we just, you know?
I'm sorry, Ed, I pulled the cards previously when you said her name, and the tower card popped out.
Crap.
So, yeah.
All right, yeah, you got this. Go for it.
So, Pamela, I want you to go and look at my video that I did just on the tower to give people clarity and not so much fear over what the tower is and what it represents, So real quickly, this is your true essence standing up, your spinal cord, your backbone. The ego is the crown that has been on the top of illusion, of that was built on faulty foundations. And the only thing that is actually getting destroyed here is the ego at the top. The crown is the only thing that's getting pushed off by the lightning. The tower stands strong. Yes, there's sometimes water lashing up against it on the bottom. Yes, there's always fire out the windows. Both of those are cleansing. And so what you're left with is your core strength, your true essence. And we often find that in the most difficult situations. And yes, the tower can bring the most difficult situations. But what you're left with is your true self, your core self. Without all of the riffraff of illusion and lies that ego can tell us via others or via self, via conditioning. I feel this has got to do with some kind of love, maybe family, because there's a lot of conflict in this energy. The Five of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. So there's this mourning and sadness over some kind of loss, or the impending doom of some kind of loss that you can see, things breaking down. But please go to that video. I won't take any more time up, and see how you're going to be just great after this, more than great. You're going to be fantastic, left with your true core strength self, which is inherently strong, I feel.
Thank you, Jenny.
You're welcome.
There is a positive side, folks. Remember.
Oh, there is, truly.
The universe will always found the violence. All right, Nina, you have Emperor Rex, and then Brandy will be Amber. You'll have Brandy. Steve, you'll have Paul Joe. Jenny, you'll have Lost in Space, and then Regina will be yours after this one, Nina.
I'm sorry. So who am I? Emperor Rex?
Emperor Rex.
Oh, okay. Let's see what we got here. Let go. Let's see here. Once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all the emotional constraints that you have held you back in the past. Trust in the higher good and guidance of spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart and will do everything in our power to protect you. So this is a good time to let go and release and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully that resonates for you, Emperor.
There's a theme going on. Thank you, Nina.
You're welcome.
There is a theme. Amber, Brandy. You're a fine girl.
Hi, Brandy. Okay, I don't know what's up with this deck today, but I keep getting reversals. So we got 3 of Pentacles reversed and 2 of Wands reversed. So I'm feeling a little bit of overwhelming energy, a little bit of anxiety energy, because we have the broken arrow here. So I feel like you might be doing a lot of work on your own. Maybe you have a job that you work on your own, or you have a lot of projects that need to be done, but you don't have any help. And sometimes it's just hard to figure out what direction to go in when you're constantly like having to do things on your own. So it's just important to keep the energy of peace, because that's what this means, and ask for help if there's anyone. Try not to be afraid of asking for help, because yeah, it just feels like you're taking on a lot of things on your own, and it's just becoming so overwhelming that you don't even know where to start. So if you have the ability or the people around you that can help you, ask for some help.
Indeed. Thank you, Steve. Paul Joe. It's Paul Joe, excuse me. And
yeah, I've seen him here in the chat room. Paul Joe.
Paul Joe. And
All
yesterday I said Constant, and it's actually Candace. So now that I've got my slate clean, you're off. Go.
All right. 4 of Earth. 4 of Earth. Assembly. 4 of Earth. Assembly. Yes. So you have you've kind of established your materials, and now you're in the process of putting this thing together that you got going on. And Tiwaj just popped up again. So you've got there's an element of the truth that matters with what you're putting together. What you're putting together is going to it's going to show people the truth that you're putting into what you're assembling.
As Sherlock Holmes was saying. Thank you, Steve.
Welcome.
Jenny, Lost in Space. Nina, Regina.
Hey, Lost in Space. So you've got the Strength card, another major arcana that they're making themselves known in these different decks tonight. So this Strength card number 8, to show the infinity, the balance, the loop that keeps going. And I feel like you've been in a bit of a loop for a certain period of time regarding your material world, your pentacles. The Strength card is the divine feminine and divine masculine. You see this divine feminine lady here literally soothing and in control of this divine masculine lion. So this petite lady being in control of the actions of this divine masculine lion, and vice versa. They work together. So where you're feeling this impeding, I want to go, 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 it's taken a lot of strength for you to hold back a little bit. I feel like you've got to engage with the Knight of Pentacles energy rather than the Knight of Wands or Swords energy, and plan and strategize a little bit more. And that's going to take strength of your divine feminine to hold back this lion a little bit, but that's going to get you real far as to where you want to go and turn that wheel. So it's good, but hard work for you.
Good, but hard work. There we go. I just want to say hello. Shout out to Angelina.
Hi, Angelina.
Hello. All right, Nina, you have Regina, and then the next group, Amber, you'll have Gilbert. Steve, you'll have Kat. Jenny, you'll have Robert V. I hope he's still in the house. Hope it's warmer. And then Susie Q. Smith, Nina, will be yours after this one.
Awesome. All right, Regina. So we have embrace the moment. And notice the colors too on these cards because it coincides with the chakras. Embrace this day, this very moment. Think positively today and repel those negative thoughts. Try not to judge yourself or others. This may be harder than you think. What is actually happening is that you're changing your energy. And keep in mind about this full moon is coming as well. So, yeah.
You know, I was out this morning, literally at 4:30 this morning, and I got a moon burn, you know.
Wow.
Well, we had, you know, 1.5 feet of snow here yesterday, and so,
Oh, wow.
you know, and then
That's
I had
awesome.
Cat Stevens going in my head, but I digress. Thank you. All right, Amber, you have Gilbert.
Hey, Gilbert. Awesome. So there could be one of two meanings for this. So you have the Magician and the Ace of Pentacles. So you may be manifesting something really awesome right now. You may be really putting your attention on something new. There's a lot of fire within this, and so and earthly too. So it's like you're creating something. You might be like a builder of some sorts. But whatever it is, that's awesome because they're both upright. The Magician has the ability to do many different things. It has all of the what word am I looking for? All of the
Power?
a brain fart. It has all the suits basically.
Oh.
Yes. And or it could be that someone is pulling something over on you right now. So it could be something super positive, or it could be someone trying to deceive you when it comes to like making money or a deal. If you're, you know, trying to sell a house or a car and someone's trying to, you know, get it to be cheaper and all that stuff. So it could be one of those two things. Hopefully it's the first one, that you're a master builder and you're creating something amazing. And I can't wait to hear about it if that's what it is.
Let us know. And then Amber, I know we have, okay, there's one more. So you'll actually be the last one, which I think is appropriate since this is going to be your last show. I'm going to miss you, dear. Already sad. All right, Steve, Cat.
All right, Cat. Cat, what we have for you is 6 of water. Memory. 6 of water. Memory. Which I'm looking at this. I can't tell. I think Da Vinci was either drawing a dog, a horse, or a unicorn. Because there's a little line down here coming like this. Like, did he draw a unicorn? Wouldn't think Da Vinci would draw unicorns. Not this particular brand of creature. But anyway, but it's 6 of water. It's memory. And what's going along with this memory here is dégage, right? So you know, right now your energy is highly radiating this memory that you have. You know, like you've got a really great vibe off of something from your past, and that right now is giving you this excitement that is helping you carry through the stuff that you're going through right now, which, you know, incidentally is also going to make you just a delight to be around.
That's fun. I like delightful people. Thank you, Steve. Jenny, Robert V.
Delightful is a cool word. Robert V, I'm sure this has come up for you before, Robert, for me in the past, but it's the 8 of Cups, and so you see this guy is passionate. He's got a red cape on, and he's going off to a mountainous area. So it's not as if the departure from what he's departing from emotionally, because it's Cups. 8 of Cups is easy. But there's a drive here, there's a passion here to move away from something into something new. And this is about, you know, solidifying focus and intent on where you truly want to end up, and really working through the emotional state of self. And that takes a lot of strength. And so it's often not with happiness that the 8 of Cups comes up, where you're leaving to depart from something that you're emotionally connected to, or some things, someone's, or just this even to depart from old emotional ways of thinking, emotional intelligence, and you've gained such wisdom and authority over all of your elements, particularly in the last 6 months. That it might be that, you know, even those things that have those emotional chords, you're working your way through them and departing from them. But a lot of them can be connected to childhood memories, you know, childhood movies, things like that. So it's still not easy, but you've got this drive, this focus, and this intent to move away from the old into the new. So it's good.
I can see that. Thank you, Jenny. Nina, you have Susie Smith, and then Amber, you will close it out with Susie Q.
All right, Susie. So we got cleanse. Your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take this time out for much needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean your house, or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. So it being the full moon as well, which is all about releasing, this might be a good time for this. It goes good together, actually. It's a good energy for it. So I hope that resonates for you, Susie.
Let us know. Thank you, Nina. Amber, you have the honors, my dear. It's yours.
Hi, Susie Q. So we got 3 cards that popped out. We got King of Wands, King of Swords, and Page of Wands reversed. So what I'm getting from this is that it could be a man in your life, a son, a cousin, a husband, a boyfriend. It could even be just you sitting in your masculine dominant power, really enjoying and basking in what you have right now. You're really mentally stable and strong and enjoying the fruits of your labor. And even if you're lacking in certain things, you're not focusing on the lack, you're focusing on what you have. And it's just important to continue focusing on what you have and not what you lack, so that you can keep creating more abundance. And that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, there you go, Susie Q. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, panel. It is fun. Amber, you can always come back. We're going to miss you, and we'll think about you every Friday, and, hope to see you in any way.
Yeah, I miss you guys too.
Yeah. It's never goodbye. It's just, you're just a continuation of the path. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Tune in on Monday. I've got a really interesting topic that will surprise you. All right, folks, have a great, strong end of the week. Enjoy it. Lucky Stone, love you, man. Bosto to all of y'all. And thank you, moderators. We will see you real soon. All right. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.